read you the plaque as well for Maya. Maya embodies strength, resilience, and joy. As an organizer and an advocate, she has nurtured transformative networks of care ensuring food justice, amplifying LGBTQIA+ voices, and elevating the wisdom of community. Maya is a powerhouse. She is dynamic and responsive, weaving together compassion and action. We thank her for reminding us that equity is not only possible, but life-affirming and jubilant. Our liberation is bound together by Lila Watson. Congratulations.
I like to hold my mic. Hi, thank you all for being here. Did not know that video was as good as it was. I might have a little mascara running down. Thank you, baby, I appreciate you. Can we just start by getting everybody in the room kind of riled up a little bit? Can we follow what I say here? So when I say trans lives matter, you say trans lives matter as well? Can we do that? Is that so cool? All right, trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
Black trans lives matter.
Black trans lives matter.
Indigenous trans lives matter.
Indigenous trans lives matter.
Latin trans lives matter.
Latin trans lives matter.
And this is one more from my good friend Jax Creton. Long live Jax!
Long live Jax!
Louder so she can hear you up in heaven. Come on, long live Jax!
Long live Jax!
Thank you. I can't stand up here if I don't thank the people that have been here before me. We're at a very integral time in this country. People like myself are being persecuted for not only the color of our skin, the people we love, but who we are inside. And it takes very brave organizations to honor transgender people openly. So when I was honored enough to be able to work with NEWSED to make this event happen tonight, I took the opportunity. Because that's the type of people I want to work with, who are gonna highlight people like Anaya, people like Brianna, people like myself. But there's so many people in this state, in this room, in this country, and in this world who are doing impeccable work. And I need to make sure that I'm honoring them, but also people that we've lost. My friend Jax lost her life this year. We found her body, mangled, beaten, and bruised in Lakewood, Colorado. And we are still working today to bring her justice, to bring her mother justice and her family justice. And if I can take time out of my speech, a night for me to honor this one person, that's what matters to me. Because she can't be here today with you. So I'm gonna take an extra couple minutes here. As a Black trans woman, the world is not made for us. It's not made for me, it's not made for most of you in this room. Privilege is something that we have to take, never for granted, but recognize how we can utilize it. We are so fortunate to be able to be here in this room in Colorado, because in other states, this event would not happen. In other states, we would see people outside this room with automatic weapons, their faces covered, and shouting explicits that we're not gonna say here tonight, because hate doesn't have a place in this room. But we have to acknowledge where this country is and where it is going. And I look around me and I see so many incredible people, from lawmakers to nonprofit professionals, to grassroots organizers, to amazing newsmen as well. And the incredible staff here at Trax and who's putting everything together. We're the future we want to see. The rights that I have, that many people in this room have, were started by Black and brown trans women. So if you don't know that, you're gonna learn today. I refuse to allow the people that I care about to be able to go down in history as being people that did not fight back. The work I do comes with more death threats than thank yous. And when my community makes a point to recognize me, fuck, it means something. Because my goodness, this work is not easy. As we were talking about earlier, and you heard people that do this work who are fighting for very basic rights. Unfortunately, most of you in this room have more rights than the people being honored on this screen. And that's the damn fucking truth. And And we are seeing those rights taken from us every day. But yet, people who are like the ones honored in this room, people like myself and like you, we still go to work. And we can't fix everything. So we have to be able to be okay with what we can do, but we have to want more. We have to not only start at honoring trans people here today, we need to be employing trans people today. We need to be donating to organizations like Anaya's and many around this country that are helping trans people today. Colorado's a beacon of hope for people looking for reproductive rights, for transgender rights, and they are coming here in droves. And if you're gonna be thinking about how you can support us, then listen to me right now, because you gotta be out here. Even if you aren't trans, somebody you love, somebody you're in the bathroom with, somebody you might work with, somebody that you care about is. And if we don't work hard, their world will not be here. The youth that are being stripped of their rights, that every major medical association in the entire fucking world is taking from them. And these judges and people making these decisions are not listening to the families who are crying, begging, doing the right thing for their child. And they are losing their rights for what? For parents' rights? I don't see that. That's not what equality is. And it should take more than just the people on the stage, than a black trans woman in front of you, to get you to think about this. Because people are hurting. And that's all around. Our struggles are tied together. And if you don't think that, wait for when they come for you. I come from roots so deep in this city. My family's from 5 Points. My great-grandmother's 98 years old, and she lives right down the street on 25th and Stout. So if you don't believe me, go over there during Christmas, you'll see the lights up. My grandfather met my grandmother at 20th Street Gym, right up the block, learned how to swim so he could meet the woman that was swimming in that pool, and here we are many years later. But Denver's my home. I might not have grown up here, but it's where I belong. It's one of the few places as a transgender person that you can feel safe. And I know this because I do the work. What you don't see in the pictures behind me are the people who come up to me and say thank you for helping pass the laws that make this happen. That say thank you for the death threats that lawmakers like my friend Brianna get, that I get, that I know everybody else doing this work gets. They have web pages with our addresses, our names, our wife's names, and that's just the way it goes. And we're fighting for bathrooms, as silly as it is. We got potholes bigger than the bathrooms we're trying to fix. But that's the reality we're in. And I gotta use my time on stage to say something, because if we don't, there's a lot of people who can't be here to say it like Jax, like Miss Major, who's already laid the groundwork that allows me to be up on this stage with all of you. And I really appreciate the opportunity and the extra couple minutes, honey, to be able to say this, because it's important. It's not about me. It's about everybody involved in this work. And that's why we do it. We don't do it for the galas. We don't do it for the occasional news story. We don't do it for all the people that come up to us and say thank you, because it's not about that. Because we're doing what's right. And I come from a long history of that. My family came from Holocaust survivors to people helping people come to this country like my great-grandmother and immigrate, and hundreds of families have got their start here. They never bragged about it, they never told about it. I learned it like 5 years ago. That was the coolest fact ever, that my great-grandmother did that. And is still doing the work. And that's why I do the work. And I'm so honored to be able to get through this with the people that surround me in my community. Because this work isn't easy. And if you do this work, you gotta take care of yourself. Because you're worth the work you put in. You are worth the hard nights. You are worth your parents and family not acknowledging you. You are worth the occasional pronoun slip from somebody who's meaning well. We have so much worth, but the world wants to tell us that we don't. And I'm here to tell you, you do. So if you didn't wake up today saying you're beautiful, that you matter, or that your existence is supposed to be here, well, I'm gonna say that, like, thank you for being here and sharing space. Today was a very hard day for myself. I had a very long speech written, but you know what? I wanted to speak from the heart, because that's what truly matters. So thank you all for being here. And thank you for my people who want to make a point to surround me with love and make sure I'm reminded, because joy is important. And I just want to say that if you want to get involved in the work, it's as easy as asking somebody doing it how to do it. Google how to donate if you can't give your voice. Find ways to create art. Everybody I know wants to get involved, but they don't know how. And my job as a leader, their job as a leader, is to break that barrier so that everybody in this room can go home tonight and do something tangible. So if you don't know any transgender activists, well, now you do. If you don't know people running for office, well, you're gonna meet her in a minute. And if you don't know the incredible work that the ACLU of Colorado has been doing, well, damn it, I can't help you with that, because they're incredible. And I really just want to, again, just stress how important it is that you don't only show up tonight, but you make a point to show up later on. You make a point on November 20th, which is in my community, in our community, those that identify as that, is Transgender Day of Remembrance. It's where we sadly say the names of every single person across the world who's like me and the other people in this room that have died. Black trans women die at a higher rate than anybody else. Trans women in general die at a rate higher than anybody else right now. And that's why we lost Jax. And because she can't be here today, I'm gonna be there on the 20th and have to say my own friend's name. I've lost 2 friends this year who are transgender. And I've lost a third who isn't, but was an ally and a great friend. So I'm living in grief. We celebrated Jax's celebration of life on Saturday. And unfortunately, I see some people in the room were there, but others weren't. And that's when you need to get involved. Because we can show up and have a great night like this tonight, but if you're not there for the work and you're not gonna stand with us, then why are you here tonight? And I'm here to remind every single one of you that if you really wanna show up for transgender people, it's as simple as making the effort to get somebody's pronouns right. Walking up to somebody who you might clock as being visibly trans and saying, "You look amazing tonight." Give that person a compliment, especially if they're working in retail or front-facing jobs. It means when you have a transgender person applying for housing, employment, for benefits, you treat that person with respect. Because there's a whole world out there that makes it damn hard for people like myself to wake up and go to work every day. And there's people who lose their lives every fucking day in this country because their president, because the Congress in charge, the Senate, are saying that there's something wrong with us. Well, you shared a room with a trans person and you probably went to the bathroom with one tonight. So if you leave feeling pretty good about yourself, then we all know it's bullshit. And again, I have the privilege of being on a mic, so I have to make sure I'm saying it. Because nobody else will sometimes, and I'm willing to be the person in the room that will. So you come out again on November 20th to the Pearl at 6 o'clock, and you stand with the transgender community who's mourning the people they lost. Because if you can come to Pride and celebrate our joy, if you can put our colors around the room, and if you can say, love is love, well then you gotta be there for us on our tough days. Because damn it, life is tough. Being here today, like this is great, but life is tough when I leave this room. To do the work that we do, we are visible people. When you put us on flyers and you put us on your branding, like now our faces are out there. But that's why we don't stop though. Because of the people who came before us in the civil rights movement that we are honoring here tonight, and we honor every year, in the 34th year, have done, they stand up for what's right. And all of you being here today are making that choice on a Wednesday, and it's past 6 o'clock where most of us may be sleeping at points. I'm over 30 and I would be getting close to sleeping. But I'm really happy to celebrate this world with you. Thank you so much for having me here, and thanks for the extra couple minutes. But thank you all.